back to Alba Off the Top. My name's Adam, and today we're going to be doing our footy tipping for round 4 of the AFL 2021 season. I ended up getting 6 last week. It actually means that I've also kept my exact same spot, 6 overall inside our footy tipping competition. Geelong Boy 4, you have moved up to top. Congratulations. Go Tigers. Olivia Purcell fan. Have all got 7 last week. That's a big thing to get 7. Did anyone get more than 7? I highly doubt anyone got more than 7, simply because we had those 2 major upsets and 3 major upsets, even 4 major upsets, I guess, probably came through. So it looks like 7 was the max in our one. Then it was 6, then 5s, a few 4s, a couple of 3s, but nothing below that. So I'm going to have a quick look through, pick some people. Geordie Pluto, Saints fan right there. I did watch Cardman 22's vlog of going to watch the Saints versus Bombers game. That is not a game I would have wanted to be at. So Geordie and the boys, not a good game for the Saints. Few other mans. Armpit 21. I haven't noticed that name yet. That's a very, very funny name. And let's do this one. Midi Jabahanata. Bini Jabahanata. Nanatapa. I don't know how to say that. All right, let's put our tips in, shall we? All right, tipping this week. All right, tonight's game is Swans versus the Dons. Now, these 2 teams were the ones that made massive upsets last week. Essendon destroying by 83, 84 points, I think it was, over the Saints. That was huge. And, of course, the Swans taking out the Tigers by 40-something points as well, which I was at, which was not a lot of fun, let's face it. However, the Tigers seem to have that once a week. Once a week? No, definitely not once a week. Once a year. And hopefully that's the sort of the loss they need to have to get them back in, realizing that, you know, this is not going to be another cakewalk. They've got to put the time in to get there. But Swans look pretty good to me. Let's tip that as my usual 18 points. Let's go 18 points and see what happens there. Tipsters, all that sort of stuff. Tipsters, everything's over there. 7% on the Bombers, though. 7%. All right, Port Adelaide versus Richmond. Port Adelaide, obviously favourites going into the one. I'm going to be tipping the Tigers, of course, and I can see exactly why. Both these teams, the Tigers and Port Adelaide, came off big losses last week, so it's going to be coming down to see which premiership contender, let's face it, both these teams are still in premiership contenders, are going to bounce back after those big losses, the Tigers to the Swans, and of course Port to the Eagles. All right, Bulldogs, Saturday at Mars Stadium. What's Mars Stadium? Mars Stadium? Is that Canberra or something? Oh yeah, is that the Canberra? Is that the Canberra game? I think that's Canberra game. I thought they misspelled Marvel. Did they spell Marvel? Where is Mars Stadium? Hang on, let's just quickly let's Google this. Mars Stadium, AFL. Mars Stadium, formerly known as Eureka Stadium in Ballarat. It's in Ballarat. There you go. Now I know that, eh? All right, so it's in Ballarat. Bulldogs versus Lions. Bulldogs. I'm very high on the Bulldogs this season. I think they're going to be fantastic. And they just keep showing how good they truly, truly are. Sitting at the top of the ladder. Apparently, it's the first time they've sat at the top of the ladder at the end of a home and away season. Round, sorry. For like 20 years or something like that. So that's crazy. All right, Saints versus the Eagles. Oh, the Eagles. How good did the Eagles look? Obviously, I'm going the Eagles on this one, even though it's a Marvel Stadium. Saints, they're going to have to back up. However, huge losses with like Jade Gresham going down. Poor guy. I love Jade Gresham. I think he's a fantastic footballer, but he just can't get away with, you know, an injury-free season. So unfortunately, he's down and out for the rest of the year. So, and the Eagles look so good. Nick Nat was putting silver service to those mids. Even without Luke Shuey, who's going to have a couple of weeks off with soft tissues, and again, they're going to have to manage him. They're going to have to manage his play. I think the Eagles are going to, you know, storm home on that one as well. Suns versus the Carlton Blues. This is definitely a 50-50 game. We've got most tipsters going towards Carlton, and also the odds are going towards Carlton as well, but only by 15 cents. Suns and Blues. Blues finally came good last week. I tipped that one over Freo. Suns are in trouble. Jared Witt's out for the season. That is huge. Oh, the Suns just losing. Oh, this is a tough game to pick, actually. Suns versus Blues. Because it's at Metricon. Carlton, I think, are going to be good. I thought that, oh, these were the 2 teams I actually picked as like sitting like that 9th, 10th in the end of the year. But Suns losing last week, you saw how much harder it was for the Suns when Jared Witts went down. I'm going to come back to that one. All right, Pies versus GWS Giants at the MCG. I'm going to go with Pies, as with apparently everybody else. The Giants are in absolute disarray. They've lost so many injuries. The team isn't clicking. Leadership just isn't working down there. Something's going on. Something big has to change in the Giants before they can get my they start getting my tips. The Pies I'm not a huge fan of either. However, they've been playing well despite all their injuries, despite everything that's happening. And, you know, it's at the MCG, so can't go past the Pies on that one. North Melbourne versus Adelaide. Whoa. Now, last week I made a prediction. What was it? Who North Melbourne play? Oh, they played the Bulldogs, right? And there was 2% that tipped North Melbourne. And I made a comment of, like, that's a brave 2% tipping North Melbourne. And then and a few people in the comments went like, I hope North Melbourne wins. You know, I reckon North Melbourne get up. North Melbourne went up. They lost by a lot. North Melbourne are in absolute disarray at the moment. Even at Marvel Stadium. Is this the game they turn it back around? This could be the game where they win. This could be the game they win. But the Crows are hungry. They're so hungry. They're looking good. I don't think I can tip against the Crows in that one. Melbourne versus Geelong. This is a crawker. I want to say corker and cracker at the same time and came out as crawker. This is a crawker of the game, people. Melbourne versus the Cats. Crawker. All right, MCG. The Cats have only got over the line the last few weeks because of umpires. Like, let's be honest here. The Hawks should have won that game on the weekend. The Lions should have beaten them in the week before that. Like, they've only been stumbling over the line because of that. The Demons have been looking good. Demons have been looking good. That is a true crawker. That is a true crawker of a game right there. Could be our 50-50 game. Could be our pack game as well, actually. And then Freo versus the Hawks. Let me come back to that. Optus Stadium. Ooh, there's some tricky games this week, eh? All right, let's have a quick look at our 50-50 games. There's a lot of 50-50 games. I think Suns and Blues are definitely a 50-50 game. Do the Suns bounce back even with losing Witts? The Suns just don't look as good with Witts, right? I think I have to go Carlton again on that. I think I have to tip Carlton again on that one. All right, where's my other 50-50? Then I've got 2 down here. So I reckon there's 3 50-50 games this week, which means I would say the average is probably going to be about 5 or 6. It's going to really come down to whether you pick the 50-50 games or not. So if you tip sort of 6 this week, 7, you're doing pretty well. Well, this is hard. Is it wrong that I'm feeling the Demons? Is it wrong that I'm feeling the Demons? It could be wrong that I'm feeling the Demons. However, I'm really feeling the Demons. Did they lose anyone big? I don't think they did. Gorney's still there. Petrarca's still there. Oliver's still there. I actually think I'm tipping the Demons. Believe it, I would, you know, start of the season, I don't think I would have even come close to thinking that that was going to happen. But I think I'm tipping the Demons. I think I tipped the Demons on that. That's my, like, non-favorite tip for the week. And then... and then Freo, because it's in Freo. I think I have to do that. Yeah, I think that's going to be my tips this week. Yeah, okay. Which means I think... let's go with the Melbourne-Geelong game, because it's on a Sunday, so it gives you plenty of time to enter the competition. I'm going to say Melbourne versus Geelong is our for a pack winner this week. So I need you to tip the winning team, so Melbourne or Geelong, and also the amount that they win by. If you get it exactly right, I'll send you out a free pack of TeamCoach, or I'll open on the channel next week during this video, and then let you choose if you need a different card, or just send those cards out to you, okay? So I think that's going to be, so Melbourne, Geelong, who do you think is going to win, and by how much in the comments of this video? And you can be in the draw to win a pack of TeamCoach this year. All right, let's save those right there. Before we do go anywhere, I know it's been a few minutes already. I haven't looked 10 minutes. I'm just going to skip over because The Team Coach site is up and running. I'm going to do a real video on this very, very soon, just going through all the bits and pieces. However, if you're doing your footy tips there, make sure you come over to Team Coach and put it in as well, because there's a chance to win those prize cards. So we've got round 4 open. I will go through make my tips really, really quickly. I said Sydney, I said Richmond, I said the Bulldogs, I said the Pies, I said the Blues, I said the Eagles. Pretty sure I said the Eagles. I said the Crows, I said Melbourne, and I said the Dockers. And I'm going to save that as well. Now, I think you only need to put in one code this year for all the tips, which is awesome. So put in I think it's the tips. I think you just need to put in the code that's on the back of the, I'm just going to pull it out for you. On the back of, oh, by the way, I've started putting in my cards as I'm trying to get all the collection. I've started putting them all in. I can do bind it updates as we get a bit deeper. I think you need to put in the mascot ones. And these ones, yeah, okay, so all you need to do is put into this top. So if you haven't already, put in the code, let's pull out this one on the Suns, TCT21. I know that's back to front for you guys, but it says TCT21. So if you put TCT21, then you're able to enter the tipping competition for every single round for the year. You don't have to keep putting in new tips as well, new codes as well, which is awesome. So if you put those ones in, because they're the exact same ones on on every card, you can see there, TCT21. So that's Team Coach Tipping 21. So if you put it in once, then you're able to enter every single round. Don't have to keep putting in. Last year, you had to put in the goal code. So, yeah, so that's pretty good. So that's cool. So once you've done your tips there, head over and do your tips on Team Coach as well, because there's a chance of winning prizes this year. The prize cards are a little bit different. So what they're doing with the prize cards, oops, that's Mars Stadium. What they're doing with the prize cards, few prize cards, is there's 3 cards to get from each team. However, you can only win them in a certain way. So Team Coach tips and top team, these are the cards you can win from it. So I need to get a top tips win at least one so I can get that Shea Bolton. The prize cards for the star powers, so you tip, I think, 5 star powers, and if you get the most points, you win a weekly star. These ones again, so I need to get that 1 week so I can get Jack Rewalt. And then there's the album ones, which just comes out of just the album. And also they say it's social there, so they haven't showed us exactly how to win things by socially. And obviously I want to get the Dion Prestia there. I have picked up a couple of these just from albums I've been opening in willy-nilly. Who have I got so far? I think I've got Harry Mackay, Steel Side Bottom, and somebody else too. I can't remember who the other one is. You'll see in the videos as they come around. I think of Guthrie, actually. Might have been Guthrie. But yeah, so make sure you're popping over there to put those tips in so you have a chance at getting these cards, which are going to be a lot harder. These prize cards are going to be a lot harder to get than these ones. Just because these ones you can buy, these ones you have to win. So that's going to be a little bit trickier this season as well. I'll go through that bits and pieces. At the moment, Star Powers is just the codes of the people you got in there. They're the team that I've got in at the moment. I've got Grundy, DeGoey's, Butters, Parfitt, and Kennedy. And you pick one each one. So you just pick that. You pick one of the players and who you think. I still am thinking Zach Butters, Harry Mackay, and Jordan Ridley did really well last week. Oh yeah, Parfitt's playing. I don't think they're going to do well this week. I'm going to go with Harry. No, Harry only got those massive points because he got, what did he get? He kicked like 1 million, right? I think I'd rather go with a Ridley. I need to go with Jordan Ridley, right? Again, funny. Jordan Ridley's funny. I bet he's been injured. I will check this before I do anything. Normally I check who's injured and stuff like that. And the legend, I'm happy with keep rolling the rolling thing with Josh P. Kennedy. The guy is a gun. The stars, see, I've only got Butler and I've only got DeGoey, so I'm doing that well there. The mega stars, Grundy, yep, did well for me. I'm not going to move Grundy away from that. He's an absolute points machine. Yeah, so that's the way another thing. So I'm just going to keep rolling those ones until I get some better star powers that I think was going to really work well. And I'm still just trying to get all those as well. And also, if you put a green ones in, you get double points that week. So I need a bunch of greens in order to put them in. But I will go over that website in a little bit more detail at another point. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy my content, please make sure you like and comment down below. If you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, I would love if you consider maybe hitting that bell icon and the subscribe button for future videos. I've got plenty more footy action coming out in the future as we go deeper into the season. I've also got plenty more Pokemon, but because of COVID, all my boxes and everything have been tied up. So the set that came out like a month ago, I'm still waiting to get my cards for it. So that's a little bit ridiculous. But apart from all that, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you're staying safe, staying healthy, being amazing, and as always, I will see you in the next one.